Take a moment and just ponder. When you see a businessman, do you really think of leadership skills? I don't really tend to. I think sometimes when I look at a businessman, I think of their tie. I wonder what they do. I wonder what their office looks like or who they're dealing with. What kind of problems do they solve? But really, honestly, we want to sit back and understand why we feel it is important to learn these leadership skills. So allbusiness.com shares some reasons why every leader needs to take a leadership course. And there are skills that we really need to develop in order to lead others. So first and foremost is we need to build self-confidence and wisdom. It's really important to be able to be confident when standing in front of other people. So these courses are going to build that. Leadership training programs are actually going to teach essential skills and techniques which are going to build up that wisdom. It's going to add clarity to difficult situations and even promotes wisdom and facilitates some self-confidence. Second, we want to look at how they empower us to succeed. Again, remember, knowledge is power. So if you think that great leaders are born and not made, you really need to think again. So our leadership training courses, they use these techniques and examples to emphasize the point that with a little bit of work, guess what? You can be a great leader. You just need to be able to use the skills and to be able to work at it. And that's one of the things we're going to look at and do in this course. Third is we want to see the valuable skills. They're going to teach you skills that to lead effectively. And this often includes some really tricky skills like persuasion, influence, communication is very essential. And we want to be able to also look at our type of leadership. What is your style and how do you most effectively lead? Fourth, you want to look at introspection. By doing a leadership skills course or taking a course such as this one, you spend some time thinking about who you are, what you want, and why you are where you are. And they're going to help you to really decide and notice where you need some development. And only after you realize what your personality is and where you need development, then you get to be able to explore. You're going to be able to have more motivation to lead. You'll test your own level of confidence. You're going to increase your emotional intelligence as well as other qualities that are needed to become that great leader. Fourth, networking. More than anything, this is going to surround you with other leaders. I love this opportunity. Is every time that I work in a course or I teach a class, it gives me opportunities to network and to be able to reach out to other people. Conferences do this as well. And this allows us to study how leadership ideas have emerged and changed over time, and also how we can really look at some conflicting ideas about leadership. We love the opportunity to network because the biggest thing is we then be able to take all this information and blend it and draw on the experiences of other people. We want to look at how they're going to create and bring us to the next level. So leadership courses really help to run a company. They help us to lift us up, to be able to be better. Isn't that what's most important, is being better? Because that's what I want, is to always increase and to grow. And so you want to be able to have a clear vision of where you are. You want to be able to have expansion opportunities. You want to create business relationships. You want to think about the next level in your progression and a way to achieve that progress. Let's also look at your vision. You want to be able to clarify your vision. Stephen Covey is one of my favorite people when it comes to clarifying vision. And successful leaders really have this clear sound of vision of where they want to go. But in order to know where they want to go, they need to know where they've been and where they are now. And training really gives an opportunity to step back and see where you are, to examine yourself, your organization, and what the future may hold. You want to be able to also then take that vision and communicate it to the people who are around you in your organization, because it's important that you are able to not just motivate yourself with a vision, but to motivate others. Eighth, you want to be able to influence people. Now, we're not talking about a cult kind of idea, but influencing them and teaching them how to really be part of an organization. You want to empower others. And this is part of it, is by uncovering these elements of emotion and motivation and empowerment, you're going to be able to motivate your team to be able to achieve the vision and the mission of your organization. It's going to help you to discriminate between good and bad sources of power, and also between strength and weak methods of influence. We also want to look at that team building. Oh, leadership skills do a great job at this. You gain insights on how to pick a good team. You get to be able to deliver your vision, how to really give instructions and even orders without seeming too overbearing or maybe too weak. And the personality of the MBTI that we'll look at as well is really going to aid in this, because you're going to be able to look at the different personality styles and leadership styles of those around you and be able to use their strengths to be an asset within your organization. Lastly, they teach you how to avoid mistakes. Wouldn't that be wonderful to avoid mistakes? So it really gives you a glimpse at the worst mistakes that you can make, and also the worst mistakes that others have made. Isn't that the best part of all? So you don't have to be a leader, though, to employ these leadership skills. Did you realize that you can use these? So take a moment in that learning journal and write down and ponder, how can you employ leadership skills in your daily life? Understanding leadership skills is going to help to motivate yourself and others, and increase an awareness of needs.